Welcome to Python Programming Language video tutorials by Talentshine India Private Limited. I am your host Babu sir, technical, quant, logical reasoning trainer. In my previous tutorial, I have discussed a few string methods. Those are capitalize method, title method, is title method, join method, and replace method. In this tutorial, I would like to discuss a few more methods from the string. So those are strip method, lstrip method, or strip method. Without wasting much time, let's start and demonstrate about strip method. So let me write it here, strip method. So what is the role that this strip method will do? So this method will be used in order to remove leading and trailing white spaces from the string. Let me write the same. So this method will be used to remove leading white spaces and trailing white spaces from the string. So let me give one example so that you could understand. So what is meant by leading white spaces and trailing white spaces? Now let me take one object that is A, which points a string that is hello. So here, when you're writing hello string, I'm giving here one white space, and then I'm writing hello, and again I'm giving one space. Now, this first white space is there, so that is what leading white space. And this white space, we can call it as trailing white space. So by default, this method is going to remove these white spaces. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed here. Now, let me explain the syntax for this method. Now, the syntax for this method is string name dot. So here the string name is A dot strip. So here I'm not passing anything here. So hence, by default, it is going to remove white spaces. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed. Right. Now, this method is going to read the characters from the leading, means first character onwards from the string, and the last character onwards from the string. Now, let me take here. So this method is going to read the characters from the first one onwards. In the same way, it is going to read the last character onwards as well. Right now, so if I have applied this strip method for this string, what would be the output we will be getting? So we will be getting the output as hello. So both white spaces, leading white space and trailing white space will be removed. As I told you, it is going to start reading the characters, first character onwards. So when it encounters the space at starting, so it will be removed. So if it is moved to the second character, here we have a capital H, no white space. So hence it stops reading and then moves to the last character. So in at last we have again white space. Immediately it is going to remove, and then it moves to the last to the second character where we don't have a white space. So hence immediately, so it is going to stop reading the characters and prints the output as without having white spaces over here. Now, let me execute the same example in my IDE so that you could understand in a better way. So let us take here A is equal to one string. So with white space, hello. And again, I have given here white space. Now, let me write here A dot strip. Now execute it. So it is going to remove the white spaces. The same example you may write like this as well. So string name dot strip. So string dot strip method. Let me execute it. You will be getting the similar kind of output. Now let me take one more example here. So in this case, I have given plenty of white spaces. So however, you will be getting the output as remains the same. Now let me explain with a one more example. Now here, what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to give here, so white spaces followed by dot, and I'm writing hi. Now, what could be the output? You just try to pause the video and verify in your IDE what could be the output we will be getting. Now, let's see the output. So you could see here, it has removed all leading white spaces. But here we have a plenty of white spaces in the middle of the string. But it cannot remove these white spaces. The reason behind that is, as I have given explanation already, so this method is going to start reading the characters from first onwards. So where it encounters the white spaces. So it has been removed, that one. So and moves to the second character, again white space. And next character, again white spaces. So whenever it identifies the white spaces, so it is going to remove the white spaces. But here, when it identifies the capital H, not white space, it stops reading the characters then. And it moves to the last character. When it moves to the last character, it did not identify white space. So here we have a I. So hence, it's stop reading the character. So immediately it is going to give the output. So that is what we are getting over here. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed here. Now, at this strip method, can we pass any characters? Yes, we can pass even characters as well. Let me take one more example here. So that is B is equal to, so I am going to take star, 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 hello. And again, I'm giving here stars. Now, I would like to remove these stars. Now, in what way you could write the syntax? So string name, that is what B dot strip. And here you could pass the character. So I just want to remove, so this asterisk symbol. So let me write here that symbol. Obviously, it is going to remove these star symbols in the string. So do remember, this method is going to remove only leading and trailing stars only. If any star which is there in the middle of the string, so it won't be removed. So let me execute the same thing in my IDE so that you could understand in a better way. So let me erase this. So here in this example, I'm going to take star, 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 hello. Again, I have taken some stars over here. Now, let me write here A dot strip. And here I'm going to pass the symbol over here. Now, let me execute it. So you could see all these star symbols has been removed. So I hope you could understand. Suppose if I have continued the string like this here. Now, let me execute it. Now, in this case, all the leading stars has been removed, but middle of the stars won't be removed. So do remember, this method is going to remove leading and trailing. That's it. It won't remove the middle. So I hope it is clear to everybody. Now, can we remove any characters? Now, let me take one more example here. So B is equal to a string I'm taking here, I am Posu Babu from India. Now, so let me take here B dot strip, and I'm taking here I A M space. I'm going to take here again I. Now you just try to identify the output. Try to pause the video and guess the output, what we will be getting. Now you could see the output, what I will be getting over here. See, Posu Babu from IND. So why we got this output over here? Now let me explain here. So let me take snipping tool. Let me copy this code. And let us paste it over here. Now you could see, so first what it is going to do. So it is going to start, so from the first character onwards. Yes, in my first character, we have I. So I is there in this string. And then immediately it moves to the next character. It moves to the next character. So next character is white space. So the string which I have passed at this strip method, we have white space as well. So hence, it also will be removed. And then it moves to the third character. So which is A. So this A will be there in this string which I have passed at this strip method. So it is going to be removed. And then it moves to the next character, that is M. M also is there in the string which I have passed. It also will be removed. And then it goes to the next character where you could identify the white space. So that also will be removed as white space is available in the string which I have passed at strip method. So I hope it is clear up to now. Now it moves to the next character where capital P is there and which is not there in the string which I have passed at this strip method. So hence it stops reading the string up to here. And then it goes to the trailing. So if you identify the last character, that is A, which is there in this string, so it is going to be removed. And then it goes to the next character, that is I. I also there, so which will be removed. And then it moves to the next character where we have identified D. So D is not there, that the string which we have passed at strip method. So hence it stop reading. So the output becomes what? Posu Babu space from IND. So this is what the output we are getting. So I hope the idea of strip method is clear to everybody. Now let's go back and discuss L strip method. So what is L strip method? So what is the role of this method? So by default, so this method is going to remove, by default, this method is going to remove all the leading white spaces, from the string. Do remember this one. So it is going to remove all the leading white spaces only, right? So, and then it is not going to remove all the trailing white spaces. So do remember in such a way, here L stands for left. So here L stands for left, right? Now let me take one example so that you could understand in a better way. Suppose if I have taken A is equal to white spaces and then hello and then white spaces. Now, if I have used this L strip method, syntax remains same, A dot string name dot L strip. Now, what could be the output we are getting onwards? It reads first character onwards from this string. So wherever white spaces are there, so that is going to be removed. So here, three white spaces are there. It is going to remove the three white spaces and it stops reading, right? Trailing onwards. So trailing white spaces can't be removed using this method. Now, what could be the output we will be getting using this else strip method? So the output will be hello and then white spaces. So this is what the output we are getting over here. Now, let me execute the same thing in my IDE so that you could understand in a better way. So let me remove this. So here I'm going to take A is equal to, so white spaces and then hello and then white spaces. Now let us write here A dot L strip method and execute it. So all the leading white spaces have been removed, but not trailing white spaces. Now, can we pass any characters at this method? Yes, we can. Now, let me take one more example so that you could understand in a better way. So here I'm writing, hello, hope you are doing good. So this is what I have taken as a string. Now, so let me pass here the string as L, L, E, H, dot. Now, let me execute it so that you could understand in a better way. So you could see here, so this method is going to read the characters from here onwards, right? Now it identifies the H and H is there here. So it is going to be removed. And L is also there, it will be removed. So L is also there, it is going to be removed. And O is not there, here it stops, right? So from O onwards, everything has been printed, right? Everything is there in my output. Now it cannot go to the trailing. So where dot is there. So however, it is not going to be removed. So I hope the idea of else strip method is clear to everybody. Now let's go and discuss about R strip method. So it is also remains the same as like L strip method. So let me write here R strip method. So by default, so it is going to remove all the trailing white spaces only from this string, right? So L strip is going to remove all the leading white spaces, whereas R strip is going to remove all the trailing white spaces. Now let me take one example so that you could understand in a better way. Suppose A is equal to, if I have taken white spaces and then hello and then white spaces. Now let me write here, so A dot R strip. Now what could be the output you will be getting? So using this R strip method, it is going to remove all these white spaces which are there at the trailing. Now the output becomes white spaces and then hello. So these white spaces have been removed. So I hope it is clear to everybody. Now let me execute the same thing in my IDE so that you could understand in a better way. Now you could see here, instead of L, I am writing R. Now you could see the difference between L strip and R strip. Now here, these characters, the white spaces which are there at the leading or remains the same, but the trailing white spaces has been removed. Now here also I'm going to use R strip. Now it does not read the from first character onwards from this string. It moves to the lost character and verify this lost character is there in this string. Yes, it is there. So it is going to remove this dot, right? So now in our output, this dot will not be there. Now let me execute it so that you could understand. So dot is going to be removed, right? And then it moves to the next character where D is there and D is not there, the string which we have passed at this or strip method. So hence we got this output. So I hope the idea of or strip is clear to everybody. So in this tutorial, we have discussed three methods. Those are strip method, lstrip method, or if you understand these methods, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.